I'm in the easy vibe.
It's been a while since I've been here. Life is busy. I have decided to, and I've missed you guys. I've missed doing this, so I thought I'd reach out again and say good day from Melbourne. It's a crisp morning here, and while most of us are nursing a cappuccino, Bitcoin just climbed back above 111,000 AUD mark. But here's what's really caught my eye this week. Australian Federal Police raiding a Sydney home and seizing 52 Bitcoin worth millions, tied to a darknet operation moving drugs and weapons. Is this just law enforcement doing their job, or a sign that crypto is going fully mainstream with the regulators breathing down everyone's neck? Let's unpack it. This segment is brought to you by CRYPTOLOGIC.com.au, your go-to hub for in-depth Aussie and global crypto news. Let's do a bit of a local deep dive. First up, the local story everyone's talking about. Police in Sydney busted what they're calling one of Australia's largest illegal crypto operations. They seized 52 Bitcoin, that's roughly about 5.7 million AUD or 4.1 million USD, from a home linked to a darknet marketplace. Two men charged with dealing in proceeds of the crime. Look, this isn't shocking. Criminals have used Bitcoin since day one because of its pseudonymity. But here's the CRYPTOLOGIC angle. As adoption grows and regulation tightens, these busts become easier, not harder. On-chain analysis, KYC on exchanges, and cooperation between agencies mean the Wild West is shrinking. On the brighter side, Australia passed landmark digital asset legislation earlier this year, requiring exchanges and custodians to hold proper financial services licenses. It's bringing bank-grade standards, which should boost confidence for everyday Aussies and institutions. No major Melbourne-specific events this week, but the vibe in the local meetups is optimistic. More people talking about self-custody and stacking sats responsibly. We'll touch on some global news now. Globally, Bitcoin is trading at approximately 111,300 AUD or 80,700 USD right now. It's been consolidating but showing resilience above the 80k USD level. Big institutional momentum continues. Spot Bitcoin ETFs have seen positive inflows for multiple straight weeks, with billions pouring in recently. This isn't retail FOMO. This is serious capital from pension funds and allocators treating BTC like digital gold. Peter Brent and analysts at places like VanEck are still calling for massive upside in the coming years, with some eyeing $300,000 plus USD by 2029 if the cycle holds. The halving effects are still playing out, and with reduced new supply meeting this demand, the math looks constructive long term. We're also seeing more traditional finance players like Goldman Sachs filing for products and volatility futures on the horizon from CME. Maturity is the theme. Time for the educational segment, the CRYPTOLOGIC takeaway. These darknet seizures highlight why self-custody and understanding on-chain privacy matter, but they also show regulators are getting better at enforcement. Combined with Australia's new licensing framework, we're moving toward a more professional market. That's good for legitimacy and bad for the scammers and criminals. The real opportunity for Aussies? Using regulated platforms responsibly while holding your own keys for the long haul. Bitcoin scarcity and institutional adoptions aren't gone away. Remember, I am not a financial advisor. This is not a financial advice. Always do your own research and only invest what you can afford to lose. Alright, time for a breather. You know what time it is? Here's one for you. Why did the Bitcoin refuse to play cards with the Australian police after the Sydney bust? Because he didn't want to get caught in another bad chain. Ooh, yeah, it's a bad joke, but you laughed. Moving on. Zooming out, the market feels like it's building a base. With ETF inflows, steady and regulatory clarity improving here in Australia, the path of least resistance looks higher over the medium term. Watch the 115k to 120k AUD resistance and global macro, interest rates, geopolitics, all that fun stuff. For Melbourne and Aussie viewers, whether you're in the CBD or regional Victoria, now's the time to educate yourself. Stack responsibly, secure your keys, and think in terms of years, not days. Sash from CRYPTOLOGIC signing off. If you found this valuable, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. Drop a comment. What's your biggest concern or excitement about Bitcoin in Australia right now? See you in the blockchain. Stay sovereign, stay curious, cheers.